Greetings, St. John Bosco Braves. This is Coach Rome, head of the CSGO program here at Bosco Esports. I'm very excited to be commentating today's game. Bosco is currently in the third round of HSCL League, so stay tuned for that gameplay coming up here real soon. Welcome, SJB Braves, to this week's CSGO match. Today we will be spectating the point of view of our player Joe. And right now we are starting off the knife round. Looks like we've got a full squad at T-spawn with 3 or 4 guys pushing them. Always funny watching these engagements play out where someone's trying to get the first strike in, and then once they go in, they go for a second and a third. Looks like he got a good hit in, but also exchanged one as well. Down to 38 health. Let's see who's going to get the first kill here. Oh, down for the count. Yeah, he manages to deal some damage, but unfortunately dies. This is a 1v1 situation. Will he get it? And he's successful. All right, and here we go into round 1. Starting off with the pistol round. This round is incredibly important. Okay, so the econ and the sort of mindset that each team will have following this round will be determined by their performance here. The playing field is pretty even at this point, but depending on who succeeds will determine who has the better weapons going forward, unless, of course, the other team can come up with a creative play and shift the momentum. We've got Joe right now playing with the Deagle. Takes a few shots, but then gets pushed rather aggressively. Tasty staying back, holding his ground with the USPS, looking for some range shots. Looks like we had one player rotate, trying to cover for Tasty, and a flank happening as well. Unfortunately, Tasty going down. Ezekiel getting the trade from the back. 2 people going for a flank. It looks like Bomb is down. Ezekiel claiming a second kill. Nicotic going for a third, and not quite enough. Lost too many players at spawn, and they're going to lose this pistol round, giving T-side a little bit of a econ boost, meaning they can purchase better weapons earlier. In the meantime, Bosco's just got to figure out a way to hold their ground on defense. Their job is a little bit easier considering the enemy team has to come to them, but you can't get too complacent in a game like this because one false step could equal a quick headshot and you're out of the game. So 5v5 situations can deteriorate rather quickly. All it takes is one player going down to create a breach in that defense. So these guys really got to communicate. They got to hold their angles, hold the sights, and as I always reinforce, they got to hold the objective. Joe getting the first kill on CT player, creating a good energy for this going forward. Let's see if anyone can claim a second. He did take a few rounds, but very much in a safe zone where it shouldn't be an issue. Joe going down to someone pushing tons. Ezekiel playing cat at the moment. Krillic playing long, A-long I should say. Ezekiel going for the flank, managing to nab 1 kill. It is currently a 3v2 situation in Bosco's favor. Looks like no one on B site. Ezekiel is scanning about, but it's pretty quiet. Nicotic low on health, playing center, going towards tons. Hasn't run into anyone yet. Looks like he notices a cat push. Thankfully, we have one Bosco player playing close to site. A site, I should say. And Nicotic is going to go for the wrap. Unnecessary, though, because Krillic is going to clean up that last kill. Okay. My apologies here. I'm going to go ahead and shift these overlays because I want you guys to be able to view the mini map over here in the top left. Awesome. Much better. We've got Joe playing the sneaky game, holding tons, B tons, while one plays mid and another plays over on A side. Looks like we've got two guys holding B at the moment. Tasty radioing that someone is at B doors where he's shooting right now. I don't think the other team is aware of where Joe is at the moment. Tasty claiming a frag after Ezekiel gets the flash. Very nice teamwork there. Bo going down to a push on tons, possibly. One guy still hiding in tons. I don't know if Joe connected any of those shots. Possibly two guys. Krillic claiming a second kill. Nice momentum going in Bosco's favor here. The score is 1-1. Bomb is down right in front of Joe. So he has a very easy chance to just hold. And again, claims another kill on the right-hand side. It is now a 4-2 situation. Really, Tasty and Joe just have to hold the bomb, which is to Joe's left. Tasty claiming another one, and it looks like this is going to go in Bosco's favor, assuming this player doesn't clutch up and take out all three of our guys. Bomb still down. Joe doesn't quite clutch that kill, but does a number on that other player, so very unlikely he's going to be able to take on our last two players holding. Ezekiel holding double doors from B site while Krillic holding double doors from B site while Ezekiel holds tons. One of those times where they don't have to push too crazy and they don't need to get aggressive here. And Krillic gets that last kill. Very nice. A key component to success on these defense rounds is organization. So understanding who is playing where exactly at all times. If we have two people on A site, three people on B site, and how we are going to split up our resources. Resource management in terms of our player positioning is an incredibly important skill. And with that, communication is super important because the only way you can figure those things out if everyone is open about discussing where they're going to be situated at. I'm very adamant that these guys say, hey, look, I'm in a situation where I can't help you right now. I don't feel very useful right now. I think it's better to verbalize that than to pretend that you're doing something just to seem like you're busy. Looks like we've got 2 kills off the break. Joe going down to 1 on B tons. Nicotic in a battle with someone on A cat. And we hear Krillic calling out mid. Looked like a team kill for a second, but Tasty got that kill, got the trade. Currently a 2v1 situation. Now a 1v1 situation. Tasty holding bomb. Definitely a doable round for Bosco here, looking in his favor. As long as the other team doesn't know where he's positioned at the moment and he can win his gunfight, then he'll be just fine. However, the other player could very well be sneaking down in CT spawn at this moment, or A long, or A cat, and Tasty would have no idea. A lot of angles to cover here. Looks like he's using this left-hand box to cover his left angle. His barrel might be sticking out, so anyone pushing left could see him before he sees them, but we won't know until this engagement happens. Very slow push by the enemy team. Only 15 seconds remaining, and he is going to see that barrel and go for a bit of a wallbang there, dealing early damage to Tasty before he can react. So unfortunate, very close round for Bosco, but this game is not quite decided where the energy is going to go. It is currently 2-2 at the moment, still playing CT. Looks like we've got 3 players going B, and 2 holding A with no one watching mid, which is totally fine. Mid is a risky push for T side at the moment. Joe going for a bit of an aggressive push here. He is playing short range with the MP7, so it does make sense for him to make this happen. He sees that no one is Tons, decides to wrap fully on Tons, glances over at Cat, no one at Cat. However, Ninkotic and Tasty are going to claim the first kill. Joe going down to someone on mid. One of our guys looking super low on health right now. I believe that is Ninkotic. Ezekiel and Tasty also at half health, so they're going to have to play a bit more conservative if they want to stay alive for the remainder of this round. Acrylic looking on B site for a push on Tons. One on A. Acrylic managing to nab 2 kills, but it looks like 2 of our guys went down. It's now 1v2, and Acrylic goes down for the count. 2-3. Looks like Bosco is going to commit to this round. They're going to spend all of their econ to have enough weapons to hopefully score a win here and turn the momentum around before it gets too far out of their control. Ezekiel going down. Over on A side, it looks like close to double doors. Joe exchanging shots here. Trying to get a tiny peek on B Tons. Exchanging more damage. Ninkotic down for the count. Nice rotation by Joe, getting a kill on mid. Acrylic holding it down on A site. Tasty following up with a second kill. Acrylic with 4. That's 4 kills in total for Bosco. So we've got a 1v2 situation doable. Now a 1v1. Acrylic down for the count. Tasty is a little bit at a disadvantage here. If the other player has the bomb, then they can easily just plant and rotate off. So Tasty is going to try and play it safe. Wait for that plant to happen. Yep, and it looks like he gets into the engagement. Tasty with a very smart play, holding back, waiting for the other player to push him and clutching it up, putting us at 3-3 tied. Looks like 2 mid, 2B, 1 mid, 2A. Acrylic calling out a move on Cat. Ninkotic and Acrylic taking early kills this round, making things look good. Joe claiming a 4th kill on Tons. Very nice call out by Acrylic. As I said before, communication super integral to success in this game. All he had to do was call that out. Joe flicked over, and it was just in time to nab that kill, followed by a 4th kill on ACAT. Bomb down mid, and Acrylic gets the last kill. Amazing communication from our players here. Upper mid call out from Acrylic. Joe still getting into position on B site. Holding a super tight angle on Tons. Tasty backing off and checking mid. Call out from Acrylic means that guys are going to be in front of Joe, and they are. He manages to nab that kill. Awesome communication once again. in a 3v3 situation here. Joe super low on health at the moment. Now 3v2. 3v1. Acrylic cleaning up that last kill, putting us at 5-3. Call out on Cat and mid, it sounded like. Joe tries to buy some time by throwing an incendiary on B long. He sees one at Cat, temporarily backs off after exchanging a few shots. Looking for another kill here. Flash has no effect, I imagine. Player probably backed off. Joe looking for a rotation here. Acrylic getting a kill. And it looks like Ezekiel and Tasty are going to clean up the last two. Player ended up not pushing B after all. So Joe's job was easy there. Acrylic getting an early pick from mid. Beautiful momentum set right there with the op. It just goes to show, guys, work on your aim. It will pay off. Ezekiel going down to an SSG, it looks like. Joe holding mid, taking a little bit of damage from the wall bangs. Flank happening on B site. Tasty claiming 2 more kills, evening it out. 2v2 situation. Tasty super low on health. Joe still looking good, but does not know where this enemy is. Now he knows. Behind the boxes, goes for a rotate, thinks twice about it, uses his flash. And uses a second flash. And gets the kill. That is bombed down. Tasty with a beautiful flank. Last one is double doors. He just has to be very careful. He is incredibly low on health, so he's got to hit this headshot. Assuming the other player is still full. And he does it! Tasty clutches up with the kill. And claims the op. Very nice clutch. Score is 7-3. We will be switching sides here in a little bit. Bosco is going to have to go on the offensive, and we'll see how they perform after this performance on defense. Acrylic with another mid-kill opping. These guys just got to hold and figure out where the main push is happening. Joe trying to figure out where he's most needed. Looks like we've got 3 guys on B side. Is he going to throw the incendiary? Switch to his pistol. He is saved by Acrylic with the op. Or was it Tasty with the M4? Not sure. But 2 kills on the board, both on B long. Some guys more than likely further back, but blocked by incendiary. The rest of SJB is looking for a rotation. One going lower tons, the other going T-spawn. Joe is still keeping an eye on A long to make sure that no one has slipped past them. and play defense on site. Ezekiel claiming another kill with the help of Ninkotic, and Joe cleaning up with the last kill on mid. Looks like we've got two mid. Acrylic doing some team damage to Tasty for jumping in front of his shot. Joe holding an angle on B, but also pushing into sight. Or I should say pushing into tons. Ninkotic going down. Looks like no one mid or cat at the moment. Ezekiel going down to the same player. Looks like a push on A. Tasty getting 1, 2, 3 kills before going down. It is a 2v2 situation. Tasty on fire today, equalizing each and every round. Joe moving in to clean up on A site. Looks like no one has peeked yet, surprisingly, unless they're in hiding. Incendiaring over by the car, preventing any more movement on A. I imagine at this point, T has likely rotated off the site. Krillic claiming a 4th kill. And the last one claimed by Joe. Very, very well played. Score is 9-3. Bosco is on fire at the moment. Let's see if they can maintain this great energy going into the second half. Joe going for an early incendiary here on B long, preventing any movement. Looks like Krillic was sniping early, and he manages to nab a kill. So he must have seen someone a second ago, and they re-peaked. Ezekiel claiming a second. Bomb is down, Cat. Great comms by Krillic. Good opportunity for Joe to rotate and hold that spot. Joe slow pushes this, making sure no one is hiding or holding in tons or near mid. Ezekiel going down to get, looks like one is hiding mid after all. 2 currently playing mid. Krillic can hold the spot. However, if they try to rotate to B side, it looks like we don't have anyone holding it. However, it looks like Bomb is actually down A long still, so unnecessary to rotate to B. Won't serve these guys any purpose since they don't have the bomb. Krillic is holding mid, catches an easy kill. Another one pushing A long. Ninkotic going for the frag. Will he get it? And he does. Good thing, too, if he had gone down, Krillic would have had to rotate. I'm sorry, Ninkotic clutched that round there. And it's a good thing, too. Otherwise, Krillic would have had to rotate all the way over to A site with the op. And have to contend with a plant. Joe holding B as per usual. Team has found a rhythm working like clockwork. Krillic with the first op kill. Ninkotic with the second headshot. Krillic with a third wall bang. And Joe looking for a rotation on whoever just opt Krillic. Ooh, Joe. Good thing he checked that corner to see if someone was hiding. He managed to clean that up there. That was very observant of Joe to turn at the last second. I would say that was actually a smart play by T-side, but they just didn't stick their shots. So Joe was able to capitalize on that split-second reaction time. Acrylic with the first pick again. Hopping down mid. Joe blocking off B long once again. Looking for early shots. If we've learned anything from watching this team, they seem to favor pushing either A site or mid. Definitely mid early on. Ezekiel and Bo going down to the same player, as well as Tasty. However, Acrylic will go ahead and clean that up. It is a 2v1 situation. Acrylic and Joe playing together here over on A site, looking for this last frag. Bomb is down A long once again. This should be an easy hold, assuming Joe doesn't get pushed from Cat right now, where he's not looking. Possible rotation from either CT or... Oh, let's see how this gunfight plays out. Oh, he's going to block it off with the incendiary. Smart play. 15 seconds left on the clock. He's going to have to walk through it. And gets the kill with the frag grenade. Very smart use of utility by Joe there. Not exposing himself too much. It was a little questionable there early in the engagement. You could tell Acrylic was getting kind of annoyed because Joe was peeking and moving around, making a lot of noise that would obviously alert the other player. But they pushed incredibly slow, and it bought him time to back off and use the rest of his equipment to make that kill happen without exposing himself at all. So great play by Joe there. Score is 12-3. Remember, this is first to 16, so they need to switch sides now and claim a few more before they take the victory. So here we are again on another pistol round, determining who has the best eco going into the rest of the game. Like, we've got 3 of our guys hard pushing on B site. Tasty claiming the first kill. B site looking to be in our control right now. Joe holding double doors while one enemy player rotates. Looks like they backed off. Still at double doors. Ezekiel with the flank and gets an easy kill on that player pushing B. Joe holding CT spawn. One currently mid. Looks like we've got bomb planted, meaning Bosco just has to hold this site until the game is over. However, it looks like they might just frag out, and they will. No casualties on Bosco's side. Absolute domination in that pistol round. We've got 4 bodies going up A long. 1 flashes early. These guys just have to be careful that they don't accidentally team kill anyone, especially in such a narrow space as we almost saw earlier. But it looks like we have pretty good control of A site here. Ezekiel has already pushed all the way up Cat, meaning no one is holding from Cat. The only possible spot they can be at right now is mid or rotating on A long. It looks like 2 people down mid already. And that is another perfect round. 5 kills, no deaths. Bosco is making short work of this game here. Score is 14-3. Bosco needs 2 more rounds, and then they can claim victory. Looks like we have a messed up flashbang throw there. Another full send on A site with 2 bodies down so far. One person opting for mid. Joe, unfortunately, unable to fully get past. Bo blocking off Cat using a Molotov. Tasty claiming that kill. And Bo holding bomb. Tasty going for... Oh, he actually hasn't planted yet. So now our countdown timer begins. Bo just has to hold Cat while Tasty checks A long. Looks like one is pushing A long. Tasty and Bo are going to claim that kill. And it is a 2v1 situation here. Last one being A long. Tasty getting a very clean kill there. Looks like we've got a full push on B site, changing up the strategy that they've been using so far, except for the pistol round. We've got 4 bodies going up using massive util. Looks like CT was prepared for the push, and Krillic managing to nab 2 kills, trading out for, I think that was Ezekiel who went down. No, Ezekiel just went down now. That was Ninkotic that went down. Joe going down as well. It is a 2v1 situation here. This enemy player is going to have to clutch up if they want to stay in this game. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Krillic burning his last frag, holding mid rather aggressively while Tasty stays back on site. And, yep, last player is mid. Tasty is going to stay back here, use an incendiary possibly to block it off or not. He's going to crouch behind the box, maybe wait for a push. The other player is not going to see him until he's already on site. Tasty more than likely waiting until the defuse happens before he peeks up. Playing the clock to the max. And that is game for St. John Bosco High School, claiming their 2nd victory of the season. Very well played by our Bosco Braves here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was a real blast to watch and commentate, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you Braves in the next one. Have a good night. And that is it, Braves. I am very proud of our squad's performance tonight. Please stay tuned for more esports games coming up here in the near future, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.